a song that you wrote that you didn't know if it was a true song or not, produced to that level. And so basically I say Ted kind of saved the song from the compost heap.
Well, I would like to say that Doyle, in a way, saved me from, well, certainly a lot of anger and rage in the moment, because this was in 2021, the year after we all went through COVID, and we were probably still going through to a degree. And then I work in IT, and I had literally the worst, we'll call it work-related tragedy, if you will, to the point where everybody on our team was drained mentally, emotionally, physically, putting in 20-hour days for days on end. My boss and I both said this will never happen again in our career, because if it does, we're walking. It was really rough. So I did not write almost all summer because of that. You know, I canceled gigs. I just was sucked into all that, and I barely watched anybody's prompts. I happened to land on this song, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a song, Doyle. And so thank you for letting me borrow it, and I hope I didn't ruin it. But here's the funny part. We recorded it on the new record. We did another take, and it's like I forget. The other one, I love the other one. It's just a beautiful arrangement, but I forget about it because this one is so lovely. I can't wait for you to hear it.
This one's called Love is a Lemon, and some of you have heard this song. Love is a lemon, and I wonder why. It can taste the pulp, and it can burn your eyes. But in the right hands, with a little time, it becomes sweet lemon pie.
One look in the mirror, and I can plainly see I'm not there yet, where I should be. Sometimes a lemon without a prayer, no warranty, beyond compare.
God is my pen pal, spell checks his songs. God's punctuation is never wrong. He sets the tempo, the notes in the air, and he told me once, I'm beyond compare.
So I believe, so I sing, so I give myself to all things, broken and screwed up beyond repair, broken and screwed up beyond compare. Oh.
Love's never perfect, and that much is true. But sometimes it feels that way for me and you. I can't compare myself, there's too much we share, you and me, beyond compare.
Love is a lemon, and I wonder why. It can taste of pulp and burn your eyes, but in the right hand, with a little time, it becomes sweet lemon pie. Nicely done, Doyle.
Thank you.
That was a lovely, lovely song.
Thank you so much. So Ted had this dream of being Merle Haggard. we went to Duluth and we did this show up in Duluth, and Molly found these, and you can still stay there. There are these converted rail cars, and you can stay overnight. They're very beautiful hotel rooms. And so she said, we should stay there, and Phyllis said yes. And so Ted and I went there, and Ted says, well, you know, Merle Haggard lived in a boxcar, and he wrote all these songs. So Ted had this vision of we're going to go down the next morning and write in the dining car. And we did that, and we came up with this song called Anywhere With You. Yeah. And so it happened, and while we were writing this song, the lady who owns the place was at the front desk, and as we're writing, and we always record on our voice memo on our phone, and as we're writing away, you can hear her in the background laughing and shouting suggestions. And we did send her a copy of this once we finished recording it.
We have to send her the new version.
We have to give her the new version, yeah.
It doesn't start with, first thing I remember knowing was a lonesome. It doesn't sound like that. But it could have. Across the table, and I feel it's been too long since I last saw you. Center in my heart stood still. I'm singing for my breakfast. I don't know where my stop is. The next stop is the hardest. It's where we always part ways. I don't mind a little heartache. It reminds me of the sweet times with you. I'm on a train going nowhere, but I'm glad to be anywhere with you. I'm on a train going nowhere, but I'm glad to be anywhere with you.
It's time to grab the suitcase, teapots whistling on the stove. I know we gotta leave, but tell me, where am I gonna go? They're selling pictures for the future. I'd rather spend a little more of our time. We draw out this conversation like we always tend to do. I recall that time in Austin as you fasten up your shoes. I don't wanna leave you, and I know you don't wanna leave me too. I'm on a train going nowhere, but I'm glad to be anywhere with you. I'm on a train going nowhere, but I'm glad to be anywhere with you. On the radio, and we start to hum along. You look at me and smile and tell me that's your favorite song, and we start another story, and we go on and on. I'm on a train going nowhere, but I'm glad to be anywhere with you.
through the dawn. This ride is all too short, even when it feels so long. When I leave, I'm going nowhere, but I'm always on my way back to you. Hey, we made it. We haven't played this one in a while, and we've rehearsed it a few times and just fell down. It's like, oh gosh,
I hope this one makes it. Yeah.
We-
What Ted didn't tell you is we did write this in the train car, and we started writing it in one way, and he says, "No, this is a song about friends, and this is our song to one another."
It's a love song for friends. Yeah. And Mark Severin is a dear friend of ours. He's in our songwriter group, and we are like, there's the on the radio line, and they're like, well, we don't want to use like a popular person, and let's not use like one of our friends who's like, we have friends who are on the radio all the time. Mark Severin hasn't put a record out in 25 years or more, and he's not on the radio yet. And so we chose Mark Severin's on the radio, and he's like, why did you put my name in there? I'm like, well, because put a record out, right?
Someday you're going to be on the radio, Mark Severin.
So please put a record out, Mark Severin.
Mark and his son Joey are going to be one of the two openers. We have a album release show in Minneapolis on the 17th of September. And we're going to start with Joey and Mark, and that's the first duo. And then our friend Sarah Morris and Matt French, that'll be the second duo. And so we've got two openers, and then Ted and I will play with our full band. So we get to see Mark Severin at the Parkway. Yeah,
Mark Severin's at the Parkway, and we're all humming along. Yeah, that's what we'll do. So you got the words. So if you're there. This is a very fun song to me. This was an internet co-write, Doyle and I.
If somebody were sitting in a lawn chair out here and wanted to sing along with this song, would that be legal? Would that be okay?
I wish we had a lyric screen for this, but we don't. But so just so you can remember the words, oh, 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 oh. You're good.
You're trained. You're ready to roll.
Yep. I think you'll pick it up. You look smart. Ready?
Into a wall, took a trip from afternoon to nightfall. I'm just a man in the dying light, crossing over from the dark to the light, singing, oh, 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 oh,
there's your part.
Oh, 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 singing songs carry me home.
This well kept ringing my bell, boxed my ears before I fell. Most days are the same, what the hell? Don't ask the clock because time will never tell. Singing, oh, 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 oh.
Hit the ghostly gas, not the holy brake. Wrecked everything in sight, for God's sake. Bid the apple, listen to the snake. Seems I nail most every mistake. Singing, oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Singing songs to carry me home. There's a light that shines brighter last time I checked. not so bad, don't you see? Got a few friends here with me, belting out a little off key, cracking jokes and walking with me, singing oh, 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 singing songs to carry me home, singing songs to carry me home.
Doyle Turner.
Oh, that's Ted Hajansiewicz right there.
And together we are the International Treasures.
Now wait a second, I saw a lot of people singing, and so do they count as treasures?
Yes, together we are all International Treasures.
Well, we've got one more song. Can you hang on for one more song? Yeah, all right. Only five more. Okay. We already sang like 2 more songs than we know.
Change the key.
Yeah, there you go. You won't notice.
That's what keyboards are for.
I like that. This person's a thinker.
This one is also a sing-along. We did not write this one, so I guess this is our second cover of the night. But it is a dear songwriting friend of ours, Matthew French, who you should have up here. Yeah. You all would love him. He's an amazing, a lovely human being, and he writes these songs that are always super hopeful and wonderful. And he came up with this song. The word, I do remember this prompt because I didn't write one for this. The word was spread, and all I could think of was peanut butter stuck on the roof of your mouth. I'm not writing that song, so I did not write it. And Matt wrote this song, and we fell in love with it. Asked him if we could borrow it. So we currently still have it. We'll give it back to him when we're done. But right now, yeah.
We just want to thank you guys for having us. Oh my gosh,
thank
this has been a lovely, lovely evening, and you guys are a very, very kind and listening audience, so thank you so much. This one's called Leave a Little Love.
Down on your luck, maybe you're on the fence. This crazy world stole all your innocence. If it ain't bad news, there ain't no news at all. This is my song, my advice to you. Keep your head toward the sky and you'll make it through. Headed toward those brighter days, I know. So leave a little love where you go. Go on, let your light, let your bright light show. It only takes a spark to make the fire roar. So leave a little love where you go. Up in the air, trouble all around, but hope is where the lost get found. You can be the reason, gotta keep believing, I know. So leave a little love where you go. Go on, let your light, let your bright light show. Takes a spark to make the fire roar. So leave a little love where you go. Be light, be hope. You're the spark, I know. hope. You're the spark I know will be light. Behold, you're the spark I know. This is where you sing along. So leave a little love where you go. Just like that. Leave a little love where you go. Yeah. Leave a little love where you go. Everywhere you go. Leave a little love where you go. Leave a little love where you go. Leave a little love where you go. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much.